Okay, I've been holding on to that weird tapping multi-string thing for like 10 years now. I had it as an intro, and I finally found a place for it in what's going to be the last track that I'm recording on my upcoming instrumental album. And it's a really cool adjustment of just a basic Eddie Van Halen tapping 3-note thing, which I'll do a lesson on. I'm going to do this, record the piece of the song with you guys video, and then we'll do a lesson on how to do that and how you can use it for yourself. And I'll put that video out like 2 days from this. Let me pop over to Reaper. We'll pull up the session here. Okay, you see here I've got the whole thing as an intro with just the tapping part. Then we're going to go to another part. I have an idea what I want to do there. We're going to work on that together. I've got drums laid out for it. And I picked the sound here from Neural DSP's Petrucci archetype. And it is the preset Less is More, which is under Adam Christensen. So this too, I want to maybe... After I do the lesson video, I'll do another video on reamping and why you'd want to do that to dial in the perfect guitar tone, and instead of just going in direct with the tone always. And that was the case with this one, that it ended up being better than what I had in my hardware. So let's just listen to what I have, and then we'll start working on it. Okay, so I know I want to put like a clean production guitar underneath here that is going to hint at what the next part will be. So it won't continue through because it's going to be kind of a high thing, and I'm going to want to put like a lead melody, use the guitar almost like a voice on what's marked as first verse here. I think I want to do like, while that's going on, while the enough reverb for you. By the way, this is Axe Effects. Alien Shore. It's something I got off of their kind of rig exchange. And so, yeah, you can go in and check out all sounds that people made, and that's one of the ones I found on there. Anyway, I know that I want to use that, and I want to do something like, we're going A to, and it's like an E and an A, and then an F and an A. So it's kind of got like an E Phrygian feel. It's an A minor. What I want to do is take that idea and bring it down to a low register. Maybe in reverse we have B, E, maybe it's... But maybe doing that on a bass. And then that'll become the part that we put the lead guitar over. Let me grab my bass and let's try that. I think I know what I want to do. Let's just drop that in there and see what it sounds like. Yeah, I have another bass track there because I know what the next part's going to be melodically. Yeah, cool. Now I want to write a lead melody to it. Something that sings, something that's as good as anything you would vocalize, because that's important to me. And then I think already in my head, I'm going to double the melody with like a guitar synth thing too. I want it to get a little bit weird sounding. Okay, I'm going to play it a little fast and loose with a scale here. We're playing basically in A minor. And I want to do like an altered Phrygian dominant thing. I'm hearing like that kind of Middle Eastern sound to it. Now, normally I would go for an A altered Phrygian dominant, but I'm hearing more like... So it would be an E harmonic minor, which is going to have an F sharp in it. Maybe I'll jump around. I'll throw the F sharp, the F. I don't know. Let's see what happens. clean up that back half, but I think the first half is good. We got to get something more settled there because I want to double it with the synth. Yeah, like a real theme. Let's do that first so I don't lose it out of my head. I like that. It's got a weird note grouping thing going on. I got to figure out what the heck I did. Okay, now we've got to create a track that we can double some pieces of that I want to stand out as the melody hooks and do it with like a synth guitar. So I'm just I'll duplicate the track for now. Get rid of the wave file. I have a synth sound that I think I want to use. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we definitely want to change the channel strip on that. I was using a vocal preset for the lead guitar just so it would cut through. I do tricks like this all the time. I mentioned those, and there's a whole bunch of stuff about which presets to use so that you don't have to mess around with all the compressor settings and everything on recording for the rest of us. A ton of video lessons on there on all of this, recording easy and cheap. So I'm treating this synth kind of like the backing voice to it. So we're going to get that in there. Not liking that preset. It's not flowing with the guitar well. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, there's a bit of a high pitch thing in there that I've got to get control over. Fab Filter Pro Q, see if we can find it. Okay, it's close, but I think we have now the intro and verse part to this song, which, by the way, is called ambiclumsarity because of the ambidextrous / clumsy tapping that I was doing. Let me just play it back from the top here, and it's going to turn into a whole song over the next couple weeks. So again, if you want to see the lesson on the cool tapping thing and lots of ways you can use that by skipping strings in a spot you wouldn't normally think of, tune in a couple days. And this fall, this will be the last track on Voices Are Overrated, the instrumental album. And until next time, guys, keep making great music.